Welcome to NFT Sundays, a weekly conversation around art and technology, brought to you by DMINTI and the Museum of Crypto Art. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to NFT Sundays with the incredible artist, Erin. Erin, welcome to the show.
Maybe you should use more than Erin.
Okay, well, Erin Bees. And if you need more, we can keep going.
It sounds blank.
It's, I think it's authoritative, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah. So, how are you today, Erin?
Fine.
Good. You don't know this, but I've talked to a lot of people, and it's true. Your legend in the space is a lot of people attribute a lot of incredible things to you, and you probably don't realize the significance of it. So maybe we can start first on your journey, on how you came to like be here and what interests you initially about NFTs and crypto art.
I don't know. I think it fuses a lot of the things that I found interesting in this world together. Like art, I have a lot of technology here and a lot of people I can talk to. And there's something happening every day, so I don't get bored of it.
Yeah. So, you know, I remember just like you coming onto the scene. We saw this incredible generative artwork. You know, and what do you remember your profile picture at the time?
Yeah.
What was it?
I've gone through like a million.
I know you've gone through a minute.
The
Okay.
first one was my cat.
Yeah, I think I remember that. And you took the scene kind of by storm, and there was a naturalness to that. I remember, meeting you and your mother in New York City, and she told me that, since 5 years old, it was just Erin and the computer. And I believe that because like it seemed so natural for you. What is it? What do you feel when you're like in these spaces, when you're working in these places?
I think it's very natural.
Yeah, like a fish to water, no?
Yeah.
Did you play video games growing up?
That was all I did.
That was all you did. What types of games?
I don't know. Your average Minecraft, whatever was popular at the time.
Yeah, world building games. MMORPGs?
Nah.
No, just all first person shooters. Oh, goodness. What else interests you?
About what?
About technology, about these communities. You have such like an active, captive imagination. You seem to like, you consume these things so quickly. You have certainly like a special mind for this. Do you believe that to be true?
I have ADHD, so there you go. That's probably what that is.
Yeah, but everybody has ADHD.
Yeah, but like, that's what this space is. It's just ADHD.
Yeah, it really is. How did you, I mean, what was that experience like to you? You're 15 now.
Right.
You're 50, and you were 14 when you entered the space.
13.
13 when you entered the space. And I remember also you telling me, you're like, I don't know if I'm allowed to use Twitter, their terms and services.
Oh, I'm still not allowed to be on here, but
I guess we've gotten over that.
they go by when you joined Twitter, which was in 2016, and I was definitely not of age then, so I could get banned, but they wouldn't do that.
We'll rally around you and lift you up. Bigger and better. Who were some of the first people you met in the space that you remember?
Well, Sam, Clara, all those people were the first people I really met. There was a few people on Super. I think it was where I started with Super. I met all the cool Super people first. I talked to Coldy, Hackatow, all those people. I kind of just started conversations, said hi. That's how I started, really.
Yeah, I remember that. And then let's talk about like your art on Super Rare.
It's all over the place.
It's not really all over the place. I remember that first triptych, right?
Yeah.
Maybe let's focus on that piece. Can you talk a bit about how that was constructed, and what it meant to you?
Well, I don't really remember.
Oh, come on, that's cheap.
It was I don't know. I did a render in a 3D software, and I took that and put it into a machine or an AI or whatever again, and I just told it to spit out some images, and
Why did you pick that one?
uh, I liked it.
There you go. Sometimes it's as simple as that. What do you write your own code?
I do now. I didn't when I wrote that piece. That was I think his name is Derek Schultz. He's on Twitter.
Yeah.
I use his code. He's a great teacher. I use his Twitter. I mean his YouTube, and that's how I started. And then after that, I bridged on my own stuff, and now I only do my own code. So that's fun.
Are you still in touch with Mario?
Yeah.
Do you want to talk?
Okay.
I feel like, was he a bit of a mentor?
Yeah. At the beginning, yeah.
Yeah.
I was fully doing AI stuff, and he was really just helping me figure out my issues, and he's very helpful.
What does that entail? Like debugging code?
Yeah, basically.
Oh, there you go. Who else do you kind of look up to in that regard?
In what regard?
Oh, as far as somebody competent in like the AI or GAN field.
Oh, okay. Helena Sarin. That's my number one choice for that.
Number one choice.
She's my favorite artist, probably.
And she writes everything from scratch.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, the thing I like about Helena is that she just does whatever the fuck she wants, and she just goes about it as and whatever. I'm making art. That's art. Okay.
Yeah. There was a point in time where people would ask me, like, how do you know what to buy in the space? And I was like, well, this like 14-year-old girl tells me where all the alpha is. How did you get there?
How did I get where?
How did you get to the point of just knowing where all the hot stuff was? In the beginning, for me, it was very easy. There was no competition.
Well,
the space got flooded, but
I'm just like you. I have friends, and I ask them. We all have conversations, and of course, we talk about what the hell's going on.
Did you spend a lot of time in the punks chat?
Yeah. Who did?
Who didn't? Yeah. Do you think that's where the alpha was at that time?
That's where it started, and everyone branched out to their own little communities.
Sub-communities. How do you
feel?
Because
it got flooded with people, so.
Yeah. And do you want to talk a bit about maybe like art blocks, Snowfro, kind of the power of that platform?
What do you mean?
Well, look, there was like no market for generative artists. Right?
I remember the week the art box released, and that was really cool. I wasn't really paying much attention to it because I was doing AI stuff, and I didn't think my work fit there. Yeah. So I just like shrugged it off as whatever. It was a mistake, but
you ended up with a squiggle, no?
Yeah.
2?
I sold one.
You sold one. Oh yeah.
But I'm totally holding one now. Can't get rid of that.
No, that's forever. What other projects do you like on that platform?
Oh, I love what's his name? He made 720 minutes.
Is it Hideki?
No, Alexis Andre is his name. Yeah. He has some awesome work. His 24 hours piece, that it's called, I think. I really love those.
Yeah.
They're just like sculptures that are just on time, and you can just watch them forever. That's the thing about his work. It's just really fascinating.
Let's talk about more this style you found for a moment in was it like 50s and 60s fashion?
that was So my mom, she's a seamstress, and she has a collection of old patterns, and I'm like, at the time I was trying to find stuff to go off of, and I'm like, okay, this is exactly what I wanted. A few hundred things that I can take pictures of. So I took pictures of everything and put it in, and I tinkered with it until it looked good.
Well, and we thank you at the museum for donating that piece to us. Yeah, and also the beautiful Clara piece. You know, I interviewed her the other day. Yeah,
Okay.
and she couldn't, you know, stop singing your praises and kind of what you meant. And I think, you know, very inherently, like this space was built for you, or intentionally or unintentionally. Like, do you feel that you found a home here, a commonality, good friends?
Yeah, it's exactly what I wanted. I wanted a space with people I can talk to that have similar hobbies and interests, and that's what I got. So, I mean, I'm happy to be here.
And do you feel like kind of connected to the speed of it and kind of like the naturalness of that?
Very much my speed, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. What is exciting you now? Because I know you're working on new projects. You just had an incredible, successful mint. Maybe we should start there. And then
I want to do more physical, interactive work and
is
electronic
that
stuff.
Part of the 3D printing?
Yeah, that's why I built the printer.
Yeah, and the keyboards?
Yeah.
What fascinates you about keyboards? Is that what you're on right now?
No, I use this.
Beautiful.
And then
tell me about this relationship between the keyboards, the knobs, the fiddles.
Well, keyboards are just fun. I mean, I didn't design those. Those are just things I got.
Yeah, but also your Pseudomods, the Euro rack. What is this?
Well, okay. I built this because I was bored.
What in the world is
really good
that?
at it. This is the thing I based my thing off of.
Yeah. What does it do? Tell the people.
You buy these modules and you can connect them together and make sounds.
Yeah, it's a synthesizer, no?
Huh?
Is it a synthesizer?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's very fundamental. Like, why I like this is because I can take just a single tone and do whatever I want with it. And like this echoes it or whatever.
Yeah.
Reverb. I mean, I don't even like have any
music
motivation with music. Like,
sure.
It's just like so parallel to like coding. You just put things together and see what works. That's why I like that. And I'm like, okay, these things are pretty. Why don't I just try to see how much I can replicate them?
Do you enjoy listening to music?
Yeah, all the time.
What kind of music do you listen to?
Just electronic noises.
Noise. Ambient? Drone? No?
Drums.
Drum and bass?
Breakcore.
Breakcore. Yeah, tight. Does it help with the coding?
You need the music to code.
You need the music to code. I feel that.
And then you pause it when you're in the middle of something.
Yeah. Brilliant. You call yourself an artist. You want to be an artist.
I am.
You are an artist.
If you want to be an artist, then you're an artist. That's why.
That's true. Do you have a definition for your practice?
I just do whatever.
Yeah. And it works.
It's kind of just my brain going all over the place. I'm gonna see what's interests me.
It's so interesting, Erin. What do you see it all becoming? What kind of like change do you want to affect and bring through your art?
Well, I want people. I feel like I started art because I spent a lot of time on websites where you just like fiddle with shit and like I don't know. I started with Minecraft Redstone. You literally, it's just like you connect things together until it looks cool. That's where I started, and I'm like, okay. I started with that, and then you go on the internet and you find websites that are like you can tinker with shit, and it's just interesting, right? And there's this like little frequency where it's like, I don't know. I just want to make art that's interesting is all it is, really.
Why is school failing you?
It's not interesting.
It's totally derivative and boring.
Yeah.
And pointless.
I mean,
how early did you recognize this? I mean, I think have you mostly been homeschooled?
We're trying that now, but I don't know.
Yeah.
It started in third grade when I found hobbies. Realized that there's something more to life than just school.
And that was you pursuing your personal individual passion.
Yeah.
Yeah. It'll never be rote for you. It'll never be boring. What do you know where you want to live?
In a city where some stuff is interesting, but I don't know.
Yeah. What do you...
My friends.
Yeah. I mean, is there anywhere... How was New York for you?
It was great. I mean, it's chaotic, but...
And that was your first time there?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. I went to New York first when I was 12, and I fell in love and knew I had to be there. Yeah.
I feel like it's very controversial. Like half people are really into it and half of the people are not.
You either are or you aren't, right? You either love that energy and you feed into that energy, or you just can't handle it. I don't recommend Los Angeles for you.
I've already figured that
out. Far too interesting. Do you code Solidity?
I want to. It's like my next thing.
That would be cool.
I'm putting it off.
Would you ever build your own blockchain?
No.
How do we save the children, Erin? No ideas on how to reform education, politics, how we make this a less dull world? Do you believe in cryptocurrency as a better money?
I think it can be fun for a lot of people, but a lot of people will not understand it, and just it won't work for them, I think. But I don't know.
Did you have any experience with cryptocurrency before NFTs?
I mean, I found CryptoKitties in 2017, and that's where I started, really. I think I got pushed into buying a shitcoin once, but I don't know. In 2017, some ICO. Somehow I put $20 in it.
And I presume you didn't make $1 million.
No, it went down, and I remember posting on the Reddit. I'm like, okay, I want to sell $7 worth of this. How do I do that? And they're like, can I just? Then the people in the comments were like, do you need $7? I'll just send it to you on PayPal. And I'm like,
yeah, the internet's a wild place. Do you live for that like magic of the internet, or like the randomness, or?
Yeah, definitely.
It only happens there.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, presumably you don't see this wherever you are living.
It's very dull.
How did your parents support you growing up?
I don't know. I was always led on the internet. It was never grounded me or anything, so I was pretty free.
Yeah.
I'm grateful for that.
Yeah. How many hours of Minecraft would you say you played a day?
Today?
No. Like growing up.
Oh, I don't know. I have other games that I have like 1,500 hours on, but
Which
like
ones?
rhythm games that I thought I was good at, but I was like getting nowhere.
What is that? Is that like DDR?
Yeah,
It's like Dance Dance Revolution, really?
yeah. I still play those. They're fun.
Is that like a Wii fitness type thing?
No, you just like press buttons
Ah, interesting.
like Osu.
That's way beyond me, man. You know, that's but I can understand it. I can understand it kind of. Is there some sort of like egalitarianism that you think the technology affords?
Um, Find that.
Let me like why did you feel the need to support these artists? You have a wonderful, amazing collection. Like I know
It's
it was,
fun.
yeah, it was just for the social fun, just for the social fun.
Yeah,
Yeah. Do you think Ethereum is valuable?
sure. I mean, you can. I think why Ethereum is cool is because you can do stuff on it. Like it's not just like money. There's things to do. It's kind of like a huge city you can walk around in and find things.
Okay. Have you ever traveled abroad?
No.
Where would you go if you could go anywhere?
Uh, I, I don't know.
Do you enjoy architecture?
It depends.
But you would know it if you saw it.
Yeah.
Interesting. Do you like pinball machines?
How do we get in here?
I don't know. It feels similar to synthesizers.
Pinball machines? Uh, I've used one before. Multiple.
Yeah, I have a pinball machine here. It's broken.
Really?
I know, fascinating.
Yeah.
Tell me more about the physical stuff you want to create.
I don't know. I watch a lot of YouTube. That's just like engineering design and electronics, and I'm like, that's what I want to do. And I felt that for like 5 years, and I'm like, okay, it's time for me to look into that. And I mean, for the last few years, I've known how to do CAD, and I'm learning how to do PCB design. So I'm there. I just need inspiration, and I don't know where I'm getting that.
Yeah. Do you want to go to college or art school?
I don't know yet.
I don't think it'll serve you.
Huh?
I don't think it would serve you.
Yeah.
What about board games?
Board games? No.
No, everything digital. Do you care about anything physical? Is there anything physical that you want? Keyboards. Do you know how many words per minute you can type?
Like 160, 150.
We should race.
I would win.
Naturally. Are you competitive?
Typing? No.
In general.
In general, I find that I have very low stamina, so I can only last for like, I don't know, a really short amount of time on anything I do.
Yeah. But when you attack something, you're very into it.
Sure.
Yeah, it's a very unique mind. Do you feel unique? You are. You're certainly special. And it's an honor to share your art and to hear all the stories of all the people you've uplifted. Are there any new artists that you like? Is the NFT market to you now exciting at all?
It's gotten really diluted, is what it is.
It's really, really brutal.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think everybody is trying to like take a step back and take a break. Do you believe in celebrity?
In what way?
And are you like interested in celebrity, matters of celebrity, or is there a famous person you'd like to meet?
Not really.
No. Do you have a role model?
No.
Be your own rock star.
Sure.
Be your own idol. What do you think is the future of artists in this realm? I mean, you already show like the multidisciplinary, you already show like selling direct to collectors. You already are like a tremendous art collector.
I think the future of art is whatever people like.
Whatever people like.
And no one person is going to decide that is what it is.
Do you want to see a more decentralized world?
Depends if it's helpful. But
Is there a problem with the world that bothers you most?
Complicated.
Complicated. What is the root of all evil?
People being rude.
What is it?
People being rude.
People being rude. You're right.
Yeah.
You're right. You're incredibly patient and tolerant.
Am I?
I don't know. You seem that way. Do you want to show everybody your artwork?
I think
No?
if they find it interesting, and sure.
Tell us the names of the people, at least, the artists you like.
Artists I like.
Or that are on your wall, whatever.
All of my friends.
All your friends. Do you still have that shirt? The super rare one?
Yeah.
Nice.
I have a Vinnie Hager right there.
Ah, cool.
And I have a few Yosners above me, and my CryptoPunk and Art Blocks pieces.
Do you have any questions for me?
I don't know. How are you?
I'm all right. I'm a bit disheartened, right? I've seen this thing like the whole way through, and here we are. And I kind of feel like it's time for the art to separate from a bit of like the masses and the noise. And I don't really know if we have like the tools to be able to do that at this stage. So I think we're probably headed towards some giant reshuffling. And I think the abstractness of the space and the fun of like coming together and getting to know one another, like I think now we kind of know each other, and like we have our friend groups and we know the intentions and feelings of everybody, and we're just kind of, you know, we're organizing. We're gonna have to organize and formalize and institutionalize whatever those definitions or those boxes mean, only so that we can then go and kind of like break them again and continue to break them.
Yeah.
We certainly like captured the attention of the world, and it's had some consequences, unintended, unexpected consequences.
I think a lot of people misunderstood the whole thing, but I think a lot of criticism can go fine. Like, we need that.
Yeah.
The whole reason, or like how huge the space is, like it's not just NFTs aren't just scams. You have so many different facets, and it's not just one community right now.
Yeah. Yeah, it's breaking. It's splintering. I think Matt Cain said it best. It's Pangea splitting apart.
Yeah.
You know, it was like this one island when we were all together and supportive, and it seemed like it was well balanced between the artists and the collectors and the money, and everybody kind of had enough, but nobody was greedy. And then I think perhaps like Web2 marketing teams came in, ported over some old models, and from there it became incredibly diluted.
Yeah.
Well, will you ever make a profile picture project?
No.
That's my girl.
I mean, if you count Pseudomods as one, sure, but I wouldn't do anything beyond that.
Yeah, you know, I found one that kind of looks like me. It has a couple knobs for eyes and like a synthesizer wave for.
I was looking at OpenSea and I found literally synthesizer heads, and I'm just like, no.
It's all been done. It's all been done. I could see you making these incredible like living sculptures. Um, I'm just so curious to see what you will create with a 3D printer and all your knowledge of like electrical engineering.
I don't think it'll be as interesting as you think it will.
I think it'll probably be pretty cool.
I think I need time to figure out what I'm doing with that.
I think the beautiful thing is that you have time.
Yeah.
Yeah. Do you get bored?
All the time.
Do you read?
No.
Yeah, I don't read either anymore. How do you think growing up with like the internet so present and constant in your life has made you different from maybe other kids your age?
I think I found who I am and what I want a lot sooner than I would have otherwise.
I think so too. Yeah. Do you think the world needs more of a do-it-yourself mentality as opposed to being told what to do?
I think the world needs to be a lot more, yeah. People should do more things themselves, yeah.
What does that feel like? Did you ever listen to authority?
I don't know. I have bad memory beyond 2 years ago, so couldn't tell you.
Yeah. Do you think that's an effect of the internet?
Yeah.
This space has ruined my memory. It moves way too fast. I remember glimpses like photographs in the movie like Memento. To be constantly hit with so much information, you're really only living, processing in that moment. Like you do not develop long-term memory. It's wild.
Yeah. I don't think we're built for the huge, fast space this whole world is now.
Yeah, I'm super, I mean, do you watch sci-fi?
No, I don't watch anything.
You don't watch anything? No movies, no shows?
Not really.
No time, you just build.
I mean, I watch YouTube, but that's it.
But just how to?
No, I watch people figuring out projects, and that's what I'm into.
How's your cat?
We have 3 cats. They're all fine.
They're all good. That's good. My 2 cats are good too.
What are their names?
It's Cozy and Akuchi. What are your cats' names?
We have Mona, Izzy, and Leo.
Are their personalities cat-like?
They're all different. Izzy is like really shy. Mona is like gets it her way. And Leo is just an asshole.
Which one are you most like?
I don't know.
Yeah, you're just a hybrid.
Yeah.
Do you have a spirit animal?
No.
Mine's the blue whale.
Why? You have crypto?
No, somebody told me that once. Resonated. Well, let's say goodbye, all right?
Bye.
I'll see you soon, huh? All right, Erin, thank you so much.
Breaking news.